Hello and thank you for joining us. Night Guy here. Thought I'd do something a little bit different today and went ahead and suited up for you. Got my arm bracers, my chainmail, nasal helm, and some padded garments underneath, just to show off one of my favorite armor setups. Very practical yet effective. Let me know what you think of it. I feel like this is good for, trooping or going on a quest. Anyways, I'll be uploading more armor setups as I go. We like to mix and match them, different armor types from different periods of history, mixed with some modern stuff when we can't fill in the gaps, you know what I mean? Anyways, let me know what you think of the armor. Today's subject of the video is actually going to be about shields, or actually my self-made, self-fabricated shields. So without further interruptions or waiting, let's go right into it. I'm first going to start off with my newest shield that I put together. This is a inspiration of a heater shield. Let me know what you think. I just did a double strap design on the back. Tried to make sure I give myself enough room so I could really get my full arm in with some armor on and not have to sacrifice that. See, I'm ready to go. Let me get my sword out, make it a little more authentic. Ready to go. Ready to go. Anyhow, let me put that down. But more on the shield. Get that out of there. I haven't done any designs. This is just a clear lacquer. Just wrapped it as I did my other shields. This is, let me get it nice and close so you can see. This is kind of like a pressed cardboard. See, this is the side unlacquered. This is the side lacquered. Just kind of like a pressed cardboard that I got my hands on. This one is nice and thin. This is a lot thinner than the first two that I made. The other two that I made are a Viking shield and a Kite Shield, or teardrop shield. I have those here. I'm going to show those off in a second as well. This one is by far one of the lightest. I think I did a good job offering, decent body protection. If you get behind it, it makes you a hard target. So, I'm not too displeased. Just a simple strap job. Just cut up a belt and, strapped it up with some screws, glued them in to reinforce them. This thing seems pretty tough. Let me get one of my self-fabricated spears. I can put some, hits on it, and I don't feel like it's gonna break anytime soon. So, we're gonna test that out here very soon, probably today. I think I'll be doing some synthetic training. But this is the first one that I made, and not first one. This is the last one that I made. I'm gonna show you now the first one that I made. The first one I made was actually this gigantic monstrosity back here, which is was an attempt that had a giant, I guess, I was kind of going for a shield wall, Viking shield, I guess you could say. And I mean, this thing really does cover your body, but I made it too thick, and it's just a little unwieldy. Not completely, I mean, you can use it, but it's going to exhaust you very, very fast. I did a review on this about a year ago. This is actually the first one I made. Just using, so you can see there, just plywood. And I used a black lacquer for the other side. About this thing, I'm probably going to redo some of the design. I might take the handle off and repurpose that handle. It's not the easiest shield to use, especially with one hand. But this was my first prototype. I think we're still going to have fun with it, especially in some of our, maybe not the melee battles, but we do King of the Hill matches where we allow projectiles. Go ahead and check out some of those. I think this would be a great help for that as a shield wall shield. Let me know what you think on this bad boy. Now we're getting to the period where I'm starting to get a little bit better in my designs, and I redesigned Viking styled shield in this one. I uploaded a video about this one not too long ago. It still has a decent weight to it. This one's a little bit thicker than the new Kite Shield, not Kite Shield, Iron Shield, Heater Shield. If you can see there, this one's just a little bit thicker. So, pardon the cat hair. Got cat hair all over everything. That's the joy of having our lovely friends. Anyhow, I did have to, of course, order in a boss. I have another boss coming in because I want to make another shield, but another shield like this, but out of the thickness of this one, of the heater shield. Just to make it a little bit lighter. This one isn't too bad. This one has a good defense, but it is a little bit on the heavy side. It does kind of wear you down. But so far I'm pleased with it. Let me know what you think of this one. I uploaded a video on it. My first time trying it. The weakness came from my design on the handle, which I know that's not traditional Viking design. It's normally like a long bar that they would use. But this is what I found real quick to put it together. Same thing. It's the same pressed like cardboard basically. Wrap the edges. Put a clear lacquer coating on this one as well. I'm gonna test these out more before I really modify anything on them or paint them or decorate them. I might actually cut this one down to actually the rim here, you know, so it'll be that size all the way around, only because I think that might help with some of the weight distribution, make it a little more, you know, a little more functional. Right now it's not too bad. Honestly, I need to just test that one out a little bit more. So we'll be doing some more of that. Go ahead and check out my melee battles, synthetic battles. We'll see how that one works. Now on to what I'm going to say so far is the best design that I have, more cat hair. And this was, you know, inspired by a heater shield. I know, not heater, kite shield. I keep mixing the two up. A kite shield. I know they're supposed to be rounded, and this one isn't. This one is flat. But I, you know, at least got the shape from the inspiration, and you know, tried to strap it similar to how I've seen some of them strapped. You know, just looking them up online. You know, just screws, very similar to the other design. Same thing, pressed cardboard. But I feel, you know, with this bad boy, we have used it already a few times, and it has shown to be extremely functional. I love the amount of protection you get with this. I feel like sometimes when I'm using the Viking shield, it's nice because I can maneuver it around and really switch where the shield is you know, protecting me, defending my body. But it's a lot of work on the wrist for one, and it's you know, if I'm trying to guard my upper body, the bottom half of my body is almost completely exposed. Whereas with this shield, you still get some protection on your lower half. No, I can't, you know, flip it all around quite as easy, but I mean, I can still move defenses pretty good, and it covers me pretty well, while at the same time not hindering my ability to offend. If I pick up my sword, you know, and I go to defend myself, I can still easily try to, you know, move the blade around and still have some good points of attack. Same goes if I'm using a spear. You know, I could still offend while still being defended behind my nice sturdy shield. Wow. Just moving around in this armor in here, maybe it's just hot in here, is got me sweating a little bit. You know, always moving around and battling in this stuff. That's the one thing I can say about the armor that is the biggest enemy is the heat, actually. Your movement, yeah, this stuff's a little bit heavier, but you can train for that. You can get used to that. The heat is one thing that is just so hard to really acclimate to. Let me turn this around. Anyhow, let me show you off one of the shields that inspired it. No, this isn't a one that I made, but this is kind of what inspired my designs. This was just particle board shield. Strapped. It was supposed to be a Viking shield originally, but as you know, they're supposed to be center gripped. So that's why I decided to, you know, kind of do my own design on one. This shield has been very effective, but the problem with this shield is it is extremely thick. See how thick that is? So this shield has such a heavy weight to it, you know. And one of the problems that I don't like with the way they designed these shields, you know, is you see, it's kind of hard to get my bracer in there. Now, this shield, as I've mentioned before, is probably intended more for just LARPing. It's a good beat 'em up shield, you know, that you can apply a lot of beating to, and it's just, you know, it's not going to quit on you. However, I feel like they sacrifice some of the functionality, you know, for actual battle and, you know, intentions on a shield like that. You know, you can't really move it around. It's a little too heavy, you know. I mean, shields aren't supposed to be indestructible. You know, they're supposed to take a beating, and they are supposed to protect you, but I don't think with the with the capabilities of what they had in the Middle Ages. Let me you know, put that in there, that the shields were ever really going to be indestructible. You know what I mean? I'm sure, you know, if they could, they would design an indestructible shield that's also lightweight, you know, and won't fatigue the warrior as fast. But you know, I know some Viking shields, you know, early period, they're pretty thin, some of them, you know, and weapons would get stuck in them, you know, so you could kind of defend, and if someone comes in to hack in and they think, oh, they're just going to break your shield, you know, it seems like what might have happened more than not is the blade will get wedged in the shield and just kind of get stuck there, and then you can maneuver your shield and kind of manipulate their weapon, you know, and then maybe even disarm them. So, you know, there's that to keep in mind. I try to keep that in mind when making my shields. You know, this I like this one a lot. This one is a little bit thicker, but I'm going to be designing 2 more with this thickness. I'm going to do another, you know, Viking styled, and I'm going to do another teardrop kite shield, but with this thickness, a lot lighter. I think it'll hold up to my synthetic weapons. I don't know about my steel weapons, but we're going to test them. We're going to see, you know, if they seem like they're not going to last too long against the steel weapons, then I'll probably just, you know, put them up and leave them for just synthetic and use the thicker wood for, you know, the steel training. Anyhow, I also have 2 more shield designs that I'm going to work on, and they're actually going to be small shields. Thanks to the red shield that I showed off, the one that was meant for LARPing. I did a review on the shield before. This is a swordsaxe.com shield, a Viking shield that they made. I think this was the Odin shield, I'm not sure. Raven. I took the boss. It came with a boss on it, but I took off that boss and repurposed it. Just the way it was designed, it didn't really need a boss, I don't think, being that it's not actually a center gripped shield. You don't hold it in the center, so you don't really need the boss there. That's my opinions. Anyhow, as you can see, this is a big board of particle board. What I'm going to do with this now is this stuff's pretty heavy, so the shields are going to have to be pretty small, but I'm going to make an even smaller, you know, heater shield, and a smaller round shield similar to this one, you know, arm strap just like this one, but a lot smaller to kind of get some of that extra weight off. That was my biggest complaint about that one. Just to see how it functions. I guess you could kind of call that a targe. I'm not sure. Anyhow, that's gonna be the update. That's my updates for the video, for this video. Shield work, shield making that we're doing here. Let me know what you think. All right. You know, once again, let me know what you think of the armor. All right. Thank you for joining us.